is aimed at shedding more light on the progress of ongoing military operations, the strategies employed by our troops, and measures put in place to safeguard civilian population and critical national assets. I will provide insight into the successes achieved, the challenges faced, and the way forward in ensuring safety of all Nigerians. As you are all aware, the nation is currently confronted with several security challenges, including insurgency, terrorism, banditry, farmer and herders clashes, as well as secessionist agitations and economic sabotage, among others. Accordingly, the armed forces of Nigeria, in collaboration with hybrid forces and other security agencies, continue to deploy strategies to combat these threats and restore peace across all affected communities. I need to reiterate that our military operations are guided by clear mandates to defeat all forms of threat, maintain peace and promote national unity, and protect every Nigerian citizen. We are committed to transparency, and it is our responsibility to keep the public informed about the nature and objectives of these operations. We recognize the critical role of the media in keeping the public informed about our operational activities and fostering trust within the military and civilian population. Within the period 10 to 17 July 2025, troops of armed forces of Nigeria killed scores of terrorists, while suspected others were arrested. Troops also apprehended perpetrators of oil theft and rescued some kidnapped hostages. In Operation Delta Safe Theater, for example, troops foiled oil theft worth over 291,326,400 naira only. The breakdown indicates 201,345 liters of stolen crude oil, 29,730 liters of illegally refined automotive gas oil, and 1,751 liters of dual-purpose kerosene. Additionally, they discovered and destroyed 18 crude oil cooking ovens, 32 dugout pits, 16 boats, 21 storage tanks, 17 drums, and 19 illegally refining sites. Other items recovered include pumping and drilling machines, tricycles, motorcycles, mobile phones, and 13 vehicles, among others. Furthermore, 42 oil thieves and other criminals were arrested, while assorted arms and ammunition and some explosives were also recovered. During this brief, I shall give an overview of the activities of the Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai, Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Fansayama, Joint Task Force North Central Operation Safe Haven, and Joint Task Force North Central Operation Wild Stroke. Thereafter, the successes recorded by Joint Task Force South-South Operation Pulo Shield and Joint Task Force Southeast Operation Odoka shall also be discussed. Let me begin by looking at Joint Task Force Northeast Operation Hadinkai. Between 10 to 16 July 2025, troops of Operation Hadinkai sustained effort to deny Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists freedom of action in the Northeast region. During the period, our ground forces, in synergy with air component and hybrid forces, as well as local security stakeholders, have conducted aggressive operations across the theater. Their effort led to the arrest of terrorist logistics suppliers, recovery of weapons, dismantling of terrorist network, and support for safe resettlement of displaced persons. The troops also conducted kinetic operations against Boko Haram and ISWAP terrorists in the general areas of Tangalaga, Bola Marwa, Mandara Girau, Agapalua, New Marte, Kala Balge, Lassa, Kumaila, and Karma, as well as other areas in Bama, Kukawa, Biu, and Goza local government areas. During this operation also, they also arrested terrorists in Abadam local government area of Borno State and eliminated scores of them. Also, large number of terrorists comprising adult males and females, including children, surrendered to the troops as operational tempo heightened across the theater. Troops also conducted operations in Konduga, Marte, Ngala, Kalabarge, Dambua, Chibok, and Askra were local government areas of Borno State, as well as Gujuba, Gaidam, and Damaturu local government areas of Yobe State. During these encounters, some terrorists were killed in action. 11 of their collaborators were also arrested, while 7 kidnapped victims were rescued. Some quantities of arms and ammunition were also recovered. They also retrieved and safely detonated some IEDs, while the sum of 17,150 naira only was recovered from them. Similarly, 2 members of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, identified as Issa Abdullahi and Abdullahi Mohammed, were arrested in Lea Biu, local government area of Borno State, while waybill from a truck was also recovered from them, which corresponded with the intelligence received earlier on the said consignment. The items include 13 pairs of military uniforms and some high-voltage batteries, amongst others. Relatedly, another terrorist logistics supplier known as Shaibu Bulama, 65 years old, was arrested at Damasak Motor Park in Yobe State on 13 July 2025. As a result of sustained military operation in the Northeast Theater, 16 family members of terrorists, including 4 adult females and 12 children, surrendered to troops in Bama local government areas on 14 July. Preliminary investigation indicated that the group surrendered from Bakura Jega village. Now let's shift our emphasis to Joint Task Force Northwest Operation Fansayama. Between 11 to 14 July, troops responded to information about terrorist activities in Gudu and Ilela local government areas of Sokoto State, as well as Zurumi and Rafi local government areas of Zamfara and Niger States, respectively. During these encounters, some terrorists were also eliminated. 6 of them were arrested, while 3 kidnapped victims were rescued. Relatedly, troops were on routine patrol made contact with terrorists in Kaura Namuda, Zurumi, Safe, and Shinkafi local government areas of Zamfara State, as well as Donko Wasagu local government areas of Kebbi State. They also conducted operations in Mariga and Monfashi local government areas of Niger and Katsina states, respectively. During these operations, our gallant troops eliminated some terrorists, arrested 9 of them, and rescued 4 kidnapped victims. Items recovered during the operation include arms and ammunition, as well as motorcycles, while other consignment were burnt in situ. Also, on 10 July, troops arrested 3 suspected gun runners in suburban local government areas of Sokoto State, in possession of 9 AK-47 rifles and over 450 rounds of assorted ammunition and the sum of 365,000 naira only. On the same day, a notorious extremist, public kidnapper identified as Gambosani, was arrested in Toro local government area of Bauchi State. A word on Joint Task Force North Central Operation Safe Haven. Within the period 9 to 16 July, troops of Operation Safe Haven conducted offensive operations and responded to distress calls about terrorist activities in Basa, Barkiladi, South Wase, Rayom, and Jos East local government areas of Plateau State, as well as Kaura and Sanga local government areas of Kaduna State. While conducting these operations, they contacted extremists and killed some of them, arrested 12, and rescued 3 kidnapped victims. Some weapons, ammunition, motorcycles, and vehicles were recovered from them. Similarly, troops of Operation Safe Haven, while on routine patrol, arrested 7 militias in Barki Ladi and Jos South local government areas of Plateau State, as well as Wamba and Sanga local government areas of Nasarawa and Kaduna State, respectively. Items recovered from there also include weapons, ammunition, and motorcycles, as well as illicit drugs. Similarly, on 19 July, our gallant troops intercepted a vehicle with bullet holes along Jos Sanga Road. Suspect attempted to induce troops with monetary gratification, while the troops declined. Troops arrested 2 suspects, recovered weapons and ammunition, a vehicle, and the sum of 13,742,000 naira from them. Investigation ongoing, while items recovered in troops' custody. Let us look at Joint Task Force North Central Operation Wild Stroke. Troops of Operation Wild Stroke recorded high level of successes in their areas of responsibility during the week. They eliminated some terrorists in Wukari, Karim Lamido, and Dunga local government areas of Taraba State, as well as Ukum and Guma local government areas of Benue State. They also conducted operations in Awe, Kefi, Akwanga, and Obi local government areas of Nasarawa State, as well as Yaba West, Dekena, and Okene local government areas of Kogi State. During these operations, troops eliminated some terrorists as well, arrested 13 of them, and rescued